Welcome everybody from inside the Sheraton. This is the 52nd International Congress on Allergies with Dr. Amal. Thank you so much for meeting us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Doctora, first of all, I want to know the allergies, the diagnosis of allergies. How is that done? Is it done by doctors, or could parents find out by themselves that their child has allergies?
This is a very good question. So the parents usually suspect that the child has allergies. They might ask the pediatrician or the family doctor, and the pediatrician may make the diagnosis based on the clinical symptoms that the parents describe, or then the pediatrician or the family doctor can refer them to an allergist, immunologist, who can, again, take the history, run some tests, and also very possibly provide treatment for the child.
And does early diagnosis help, shall we say, reduce the effects of allergies?
So allergies tend to be a lifelong condition. So you're either born allergic or you are not. Of course, allergies have symptoms, and the symptoms are bothersome to the children. Sometimes even people don't realize how bothersome they are. So just a runny nose may be something that parents don't think very much about, but to the child it disrupts the activity at school, disrupts the sleep, disrupts the whole life order, disrupts the sports and activities. So allergies tend to be lifelong. Of course, associated with allergies is asthma. And asthma can also be a more quiet disorder because the kids can be just not able to do the sports they need to do, and people think, well, they just aren't sporty little kids, but the reality is they just don't have the stamina to do it because of the asthma.
With regard to sports, what kind of sports that children who have allergies or asthma can play, and what other kinds that they can't play?
That is an excellent question, and we never say that there's any sport that a child cannot play because of asthma, because you can control the asthma and you can manage exercise asthma. There are some sports that seem to be easier for patients who have asthma. For example, swimming is an easier sport for them to do there compared to running or contact sports. But there's no sport that they cannot do if that's what they want to do, if they take care of their asthma and it's well controlled.
So swimming helps children with allergies or asthma?
Well, it's just a sport that tends to be easier for them to do. It's not any sport will make the stamina better, it makes the self-esteem better, and it helps the whole quality of their life.
Some certain sport that they are forbidden?
No. There is no sport that they are forbidden from doing as long as they take care of their allergies and their asthma. There is no sport that we ever say you're forbidden to do.
Type of regulations that should be there to prevent factories from producing more pollution?
Well, so pollution falls into several categories. There is particulate matter, there is toxic fumes, there is ozone that's being generated, there is carbon monoxide, all of that. There are, in industry, there are standards that factories need to meet for the workers and for the people who live around the factories. So I think these things it's not new, it's not anything we need to invent.
Green industries.
Yeah, well, any industry can occur except that they need to take to meet the standards, and the country needs to enforce these standards, right? Yeah. So, like in the United States, there is the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, that has laid out standards of how much of anything can be in the air, and therefore the companies and the factories are held to these standards.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amal H.Assa'ad, and thank you everybody from inside the Sheraton. Goodbye.